Hello everybody, Chris Wood here. Welcome to my channel. Anybody that tunes in. The reason I showed that to show that my skull has been completely flattened. It's been completely deformed. It is completely numb. And the worst part is there is nothing I can do about it. Reason I am a 3.5-year revenge retaliation victim from Ontario Provincial Police for speaking of their crimes since 2019. I have been skull split, seriously brain injured, body mutilations, medical blacklisted, medical discriminations by criminal negligent co-committing doctors at Lennox and Addington County General Hospital. I have been kidnapped. I have been sex assaulted. As a matter of fact, I just seen a little while ago on MSN that there was a person here in Napanee that was arrested, a 63-year-old person for a sex assault. It didn't give no names. I hope the person is okay. I want to say that right off the bat. I hope the person is okay. And also, kind of funny, I am a sex assault victim from Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police Staff Sergeant back in 2019, and their boss, harbored inmate, sex offender, my identity thief, Billy Wooldridge, last known used name. He's a child stalker. He is a sex offender. He's guilty of murdering my mother in 2020 with Blair Hardy for Ontario Provincial Police, Spencer Mills 14716, and a mental health worker, Stacy, for revenge retaliation. I have been kidnapped 24 hours after asking for help with what has taken place with me, May 27th, 2021, by Shelley Hafner through her bullshit incompetency lies against me. That was done in an attempt to shut me up about what I'm talking about, showing what I've been showing, proving what I've been proven, by whom, how, and why the crimes are made by police, doctors, and others, their boss, Billy Wooldridge, Blair Hardy, Tyler Legg, Jay Van Alstyne, and others who are conveniently drug-fed, money-paid co-offenders and untouchable, unarrestable here in Napanee. But I have what is called remote neural monitoring use on me. It is police and military tech. I have proven it. It's a nano microchip implant, and it's designed for the central nervous system. What it does, it attaches to the central nervous system to destroy it and also to enable invasive surveillance through the person's own eyes and ears. Basically, like a damn hologram, a person is basically allowed to broadcast you with this through this like a damn hologram. Excuse me, and as crazy as that sounds, and I realize I realize it does, it is 100% provable and true, and I have proven it as well. But in the meantime, I have it being used on me by all of these people, by Blair Hardy, by Tyler Legg, by Jason Van Alstyne, by Billy Wooldridge of 149 Center Street North, glasses, bald, goatee now sometimes, frequents a local pub here downtown and a coffee shop. I have been surrounded hands on guns by O.P.P to prevent arrest on them, doctors, and everybody else involved on these crimes against me for 3.5 years, and I have video to prove it. I have been obstructions from police refusing to give badge numbers for wanting arrest and charging done for crimes that they are guilty of, and half of them now conveniently are gone, transferred, done to have deniability of crimes through the badge in hopes to get out of lawsuits and arresting for themselves and against O.P.P for the crimes their cops are committing. Human trafficking, human sex trade, slavery trafficking, selling children to pedophiles, adults to sex offenders, financial thefts and frauds, identity thefts and frauds, murdering my mother. I am 50 years old and I am the end of my bloodline, and I am going through this identity theft and identity changes, injuring, torturing because I spoke of police crimes, and that's exactly what this is about. I have illegal prisoner tracking on me. I was falsely charged in an attempt to give me a record, in an attempt to justify the crimes against me, and in an attempt to get away with what doctors and police and everybody else are getting away with. I never had a criminal record up until that point. That was done to get my pictures, my prints, my signatures, and everything else needed for this identity theft, for forgeries, framings, and frauds against me. Plus, they have my piss and my blood. They have my signatures, everything they need for this shit against me, which I have been proven 100%. Doctors that are criminally and negligently involved is Dr. Tatiana V, aka Margie V, Dr. or Stacy's girlfriend, a mental health worker, was Napanee, now Kingston. Dr. Tatiana V, aka Margie V, file falsifier and the medical blacklister. Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Barton, Dr. Waldron, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. McGregor. Triage nurses Terry, Tanya, and David, and Paladin security guard. They're all guilty of aiding and criminally negligently co-committing with and for O.P.P, Billy Wooldridge, Blair Hardy, Tyler Lake, and Jason Van Alstyne, who O.P.P are using $300 a day plus all the drugs that they want of their choice. They're guilty, or they're the ones that are lacing the drugs. Blair Hardy is lacing the drugs to commit murders, to make it look like just another junkie got bad drugs and overdosed from them with the intent. But it was done with the intent for homicide, to make it look that way. Isn't that right, Hardy? Human trafficking, organized criminals, Hells Angels, Bandito cops, guilty of sex assaults, kidnapping, like I said, human trafficking again, and murders, attempted murders. Spencer Mills, 14716, ex-chief or commander, year 2019. Shannon Cork, staff sergeants, years 2019 and 2021. Robert Ken Fuck, Ken Kill, Can Get Away With It, Money Badge Family Town Council Lucas. Robert Kane. Stacy, the mental health worker, was Daily Tea Company, now Kingston, and Shelley Hafner. They are all criminally involved with this crime against me. The lies, the time buying, the cover-ups, arrest refusals, except for on me, to deflect everything. Stalking, criminal stalking, murdering my mother, the injuring, the torturing, the medical blacklisting, the discriminations, the serious skull deforming, the complete and total numbing, so I completely and totally forget about this in hopes that they get away with it and nothing is done. I have already shown and proven just how much my face and skull have been deformed, and I have not been able to do a damn thing about it. They even have a justice of the peace to make accusations stating that their victims are high on marijuana and hallucinating, being sodomized. This is the police, the doctors, the justice system here in Napanee, and how they're covering up for each other. And I hope that person is not a victim, that sex assault person is not a victim of police, because if they are, they will be killed. And I hope that they were not taken to Lennox and Addington County General Hospital, because Dr. Barton will laugh in their face, and Dr. Pritchard will try to have them committed with O.P.P because of it happening, whether you're male, female, or child. Trust me, I know how the hospital there works with the cops with those kind of assaults. So I'm going to wrap this up. Be safe, everybody. Love all, hate. And this is how O.P.P traffic, frame, and kill their victims. And it's very successfully. They're guilty of murdering my mother. They're guilty of my identity theft. And they're guilty of murdering the entire Wood bloodline by doing this to me. And it can all be proven. Luckily, the hospital here is nothing but a bunch of murderers that are above laws because they work with them for Hells Angels, Banditos, and O.P.P with Billy Wooldridge, Blair Hardy, Tyler Lake, and Van Alstyne. Be safe, everybody. Watch yourselves, watch your children, watch your finances too. Financial thefts and frauds, disability, welfare thefts, and pension frauds. So, O.P.P, you think you know, and their little bitch boys and everybody else involved in their crimes in Napanee. There's nothing I can do about this, and this is done. So, time's been bought. Chris is dead. You fucking pieces of shit. Injure a brain, numb a person down for 3.5 fucking years while pissing and shitting through them from tech. Having a medically blacklisted, refused treatment while having lies and everything else against them to prevent it. Good fucking job, you lowlife.